much, Justin. And as we mentioned, it's not only Motivational Monday, but it's also Mental Health Monday. Super duper important. And here to share how we can do that with our kiddos, especially, is Cirea. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're excited to have you here because we're kind of putting together some of our favorite things into one to have important conversations.
Yes.
But first of all, I want to just talk a little bit about what mental health means to you, because it's Mental Health Monday.
It is. So mental health is really important. Mental health is about that ability to give yourself process, to feel, to have empathy and compassion with your emotions. That's why I wrote the book, so that we can help young people as well as ourselves as adults to remind ourselves how to process those emotions in your mental health.
Yes, exactly. And of course, we're talking about your book right here, Big Feelings, Big Wins.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. And it's so important. Is there a particular word or line that you love from your book that really helps you, when you talk about mental health?
Absolutely. So I think it's the final page where it says, every day is a canvas and I'm the artist. That gives you the ability to have power into your day, to speak to your day, to speak to your situation or circumstance. And we do that with our children too. You speak and declare what your day will be. And that also helps our mental health. That helps shapes who we are and be bold enough, like Willow B, to be bold and make those decisions, right?
Yes, very, very important. And I'm so glad that we are kind of combining and focusing on kids with these conversations as well, and teaching them these lessons as young as they can, because these are things that they're going to grow up with and only be stronger. And that's why I'm super excited that you guys are hosting a Mental Health Monday where you're combining another one of our favorites. We love Nikki from Sweet Encounters.
Yes.
And it's like a books and baking session. Tell us a little bit what's going on.
So the great thing about books and baking is we know that baking sometimes can be a very therapeutic process for people, especially young children. It creates an element where they can be surprised, but also they're invited into that conversation. So we're mixing mental health with our books and baking. I'm going to be giving out free books. I'm going to be signing these books, and they also get a free baking session. So they're going to be able to create from scratch. They're going to be able to touch all the dough and all the things. And Nikki is wonderful. She also has launched a new YouTube in regards to Sweet Life of Nikki, and it's really empowering that. And I don't think people realize that even just the scent alone of smelling when you're cooking, or even if you have family members, that reminds children that it's safe, and it creates their escapes to different things. So that's one thing we're going to do with the books and baking, and it's a great opportunity for children to express themselves through a therapeutic process that helps with those emotions.
Right, and be something and proud of something at the end of it too. You're following the directions of creating this, and at the end, you've come out with something very delicious.
Absolutely.
Yes, and they don't even know that they're focusing on mental health until you bring it up and how therapeutic it is. So so important. Now this event is happening today. Yes, just a couple minutes, if anything, within the hour.
Running there.
Yes, but it is sold out today. But is this something that you think can kind of continue throughout the summer? Because obviously it's very important.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is this is completely free. We did a sign-up sheet, and within like 3 or 6 hours it was completely full. So I'm hoping that we continue to be able to add these spaces for our community and for our children and families, and I will hope to do this again in the future. So it was actually a great idea, and I'm so happy that Sweet Encounter Bakery, Nikki, was able to join me on this.
Yes, and as we kind of wrap this up, and as you head to the event, what message do you have for those that are struggling with mental health, especially when it comes to how to bring this up with children, as we kind of wrap up this Mental Health Monday?
Mental Health Monday. So the thing about it is you just have to be patient with yourself. Be patient with the little people in your life. Get a community around you. The great thing about Willow B Big Feelings, Big Wins is I have activity pages in the back of the book, and that's the biggest thing, is learning how you process, finding who your Sunny the Spark is. Sunny the Spark is a part of the book, and that's the character that helps Willow B through her day. But just finding that one person, but also knowing that you are the artist. Every day is a canvas, and you can take it one day at a time.
I love that. Look at this. And I thought more motivation is happening on this Monday. Thank you so much for being here. Best of luck with your event in the next couple of minutes. And then, of course, we'll hope to have more throughout the year. But thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and coming up here on